Just for you.
Is that a onesie or is it like a two-piece?
Nah, it's a two-piece.
Man, I was gonna wear my tie-dye shirt, but I was like, nah, I won't. Because I thought I'd be, actually wear my tie-dye shirt, like a pajama shirt, and I've worn pajamas for 3 weeks. So I was like,
fair enough.
Hailee deserves some real clothes. How are you, my love? What time
I'm
is
good.
it you are?
It's 9 p.m. Not too bad. But my sleep schedule is so off at this point, I don't even know. I'm like, what's happening?
What day is it? What time is it? Am I supposed to be having pancakes or soup or like spaghetti?
Questions I ask myself.
But the main thing that we have to ask you, which is the most important thing to get out of the way in our Live and Online with Hailee Steinfeld, how is Martini?
I'm so glad you asked. She is so good. I can't even tell you. She's just a dream. How's Honey?
She's the best. She's sleeping over there as she does just sleep. See, Martini's cute and like hangs out with you. Honey just sleeps all day.
She knows when we're live because she just finds her way to the room.
I wish I could reach through the phone and just tickle her ears.
Oh, my favorite thing to do. The best thing in the world is when she she throws her ears back and she like bolts faster than you've ever seen a dog run, and it's the greatest thing in the world.
But her legs are so small. I doubt she gets very far.
They're so tiny. I know.
Isn't it wonderful that I feel like the universe knew that you needed a little companion at the time you did?
I mean, it's so wild. I think about it every day, the timing of this, how perfect it was. And I was meant to, obviously, of course, be traveling, which I was excited because, she's going to be my little travel companion when we get to traveling again. But it has been such a blessing, like having this time, not having to throw her on a plane and do that to her too soon.
Because in Australia, you're not really allowed to bring animals like on the plane. Not a thing. But in America, you can totally do that. I was once on a plane with a dog and a cat, and they were across the aisle from each other, and the whole flight, they were like, let me at him. Yeah. Awesome. Would you have like a little martini-shaped doggy bag to carry her in with her name on the front?
Ooh, wow. Yes. I don't see why not. I need to get on that, huh?
It could even be in the shape of a martini glass. And she just sits in the top.
Oh my God. I don't know how, with all the time I've had to think, I have not thought about that.
You could put out a whole line of martini-themed dog. Like, you already have enough on, I get it, with like acting 400 million movies and shows and being a very famous recording artist. But why not also be a dog accessory maker, Hailee?
I don't have a reason not to. So
yeah, thank you. I'm glad we worked it out, sister.
Yeah.
I love the video for I Love Yous.
Thank you.
So many fun outfits. It's like every girl's dream to just be like, I'm gonna wear 50 sick outfits and look
in a music video. That's good. Yeah. That video was so fun to make. I wanted it to sort of feel like a sort of a clean slate as far as where I'm going with the music, sonically, lyrically, as far as the song goes, and visually as far as the video goes. And I just love that, as far as the outfits go, there's such a range. Yeah, I don't know, it was so fun to make. It was so fun, and making the video was like we were making it on a clean slate. We had a very clear, clean, crisp set. Yeah. And it was just like me, the song, emotions, and some bomb outfits.
So bomb. Do you actually, because I remember like watching MTV maybe when I was like 11, and I've never forgotten this. It was Jewel, a singer Jewel, and she was saying how, maybe it was the video for Who'll Save Your Soul, how she actually sings when she records the video because you can tell when someone's singing, like their vocal cords. Do you sing, or do you just feel a bit of both, or mine?
No, I will sing. When I made my first music video for my song Love Myself, I didn't until somebody told me that I needed to, and it made the world's difference. And I I don't think I did to begin with because I was too nervous. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want people. And the song was playing really low because the song wasn't out yet. We were like
That's
on
awkward.
the streets of downtown LA. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? This isn't cool. And that was like my first everything with that song. So I hadn't even like had the experience of singing in front of people yet. So that was wild. But yeah, even if I'm not singing at full volume, I do think it's really important to, because you can tell, you definitely can tell.
Totally. And I think that would be such a vulnerable thing to do. Like when you're acting, there's a script and it's blocked out. And of course you bring your craft to it, but it's very much like the script is done, you work within that. With a music video, that's you having to like be very vulnerable. Like, and I would imagine that you're probably used to it now, but is it scary?
No, it's definitely scary. And in fact, I would say I'm definitely more comfortable with it now as far as like being used to it. Anytime I do something with my work, I always feel like it's the first time I'm doing it, whether it's like making a music video. That first take is always like awful because I'm so nervous. I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't done it yet before. I don't know. The thought process hasn't gone further than my own head. Like at that point, you're just like, how do I, when I'm in the studio writing a song with new people, it's like I feel like I've never done it before. When I'm on set of a movie and the camera rolls on the first take on the first day, I swear to God, it's like I've never done it before. Even when I like pack for a trip, you'd think I'd never packed clothes in a suitcase. It's just like anytime I do this stuff, I just feel like it's the first time. I don't know. I'm not used to any of it.
Do you think that will ever change, or in 20 years, do you think you'll still have that feeling?
I hope I have that feeling.
Yeah.
I think there's something quite cool about it. Just the fact that, I don't know, I just constantly feel like I'm just getting started and I've got so far to go and so much to learn. And I just feel so lucky that I'm constantly surrounded by people who know what they're doing. And
that's so cool.
Keeps me, because
it keeps the magic. Like not many people in life can still find magic in the work that they do for a long time. So what a blessing that you can still have that sense of, that little, that buzz.
Totally.
It's so cool. I do love that you dropped the F-bomb in the new song. Is that something, because I'm 30, nearly 34, right? And married. So you'd think my mom would not get angry at me anymore if she hears me swearing. And yet she'll still get on the phone from another state in Australia and be like, I heard your language on that interview. Is that necessary? So when you decide to drop an F-bomb, and yes, we get a radio edit, but the original F-bomb, do you have anyone that's calling you up going, Hailee, come on, is that necessary?
I do. Nana
Nana
doesn't seem to, she's not on board with the F-bombs. She respects the creative, emotional decision side of it all, but she actually came to the set of the music video when we shot it, and she was like, she fell in love with the song. She was so excited about it. She like sent a text to all my cousins. This song is so amazing. All my cousins are texting me. We can't wait to hear it. And then she had to say, I like everything about it. It was like, after talking about how much she loved it for days, she had to call me up and say, I love it, except for the F word. I just
You had to put the caveat in.
Yeah, had to throw it out there, but I get it.
Yeah,
I
think she can do a group text.
What's that?
I'm impressed that she can do a group text. My mom struggles with that.
Oh no, she I can't keep up with her. It's amazing.
She's techno now.
Yeah.
Should we take some questions? We have 83 questions that are waiting for me to check. I think if I press this thing, okay. Wozes McGee. Okay. Hailee, Chicago. How much are you loving TikTok?
I'm on it every day watching them. They're so fun. And
you're so creative.
I was just gonna say I give so much credit to the people that do that, because I've only made a few and it didn't take me 5 minutes, that's for sure.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
The ones that look like it's quick, you're like, oh no, I think that took them 3 days.
No, for sure it did. Yeah,
I'm very impatient, so I couldn't do it. All right, so many more questions. Okay. Well, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say the name of it. What's been your favorite song that you've produced? Could you even like pick a favorite? Surely that's too hard. Like to pick a baby.
Yeah, that's definitely like choosing a child. I wouldn't know what choosing a child's like, but
Yeah,
I
it's like
imagine
having multiple martinis, so having to choose which martini you like the most.
not okay. It's not acceptable. Damn. I honestly have different answers all the time though, because I have favorite songs that I like. I have favorites that I like to perform. I have favorites that I like to listen to. You know what I mean? It's different.
Totally.
It depends, but
And it changes every day.
it changes all the time. On obviously because I continue to make stuff every day, but I'm really excited about the stuff people haven't heard yet. Obviously because they
Good
just haven't
answer.
heard it, and I can't wait to like get it out of my life and into
Yeah.
theirs.
You know that game Marry, Kiss or Kill? I don't know if you have that in it. Well, we have a music version of it called
Okay.
Collaborate, Coffee, and Cover. So I give you 3 artist names, and you have to choose which one you would do a collaboration with,
Okay.
which one you would have a coffee with and just be mates with, and then which one you would cover. And you have to tell us what song you would cover. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so coffee, collab, cover, Lizzo, Lady Gaga, Harry Styles.
Wow.
Hard, right? It's so hard.
Damn. Okay. Okay.
Coffee, collaborate,
Coffee, collaborate,
cover.
and cover. I am thoroughly obsessed with "Adore You." I sing it all the time. That I would definitely cover that song.
Yeah, you sound great singing that.
I feel like collaborate, coffee. Okay. Damn, this is tough.
It's hard.
Damn. Okay. I feel like I'd love to grab a coffee with Lady Gaga. I feel like the conversation would be, you know what I'm saying?
And you'd have so much to learn from her. Like she's been doing this for so long. You'd be like,
for so long, and both sides of things, by the way, acting and
of course.
which not many people.
Yeah.
I guess a lot of people do, which is amazing. That there's no boundaries, there's no boxes, no limits, and it's just so sick. But I guess that leaves collaboration with Lizzo, which is like definitely a bucket list thing. So for sure. Yes, I have.
She's so
briefly, like in passing, but she's amazing, and I've had the honor of seeing her perform now at an award. Was it the Brits? Yeah, it was the Brits.
Yeah.
That performance was amazing, and I heard she was like super sick too, which is like obviously never easy, but she killed it.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like you guys can't get sick. That's like I can get sick. I just sound a bit feral, but like that must be a scary thing when you're on a tour or a promo run and you wake up and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, you can't really call in sick, huh?
No, you can't.
It's tough.
We've got some more fan questions. This is a great one. It's YR Bracker. I don't know how to say her name or his name or their name. Tell us something you haven't done but you really want to do.
Skydive.
Whoa!
Have you?
No way!
I would love to. I think it would be incredible. I mean, you got to do it once at least, right? No? Shit. No. Okay.
I'm not even a good flyer, so I think I'd rather jump out of the plane than be in that small plane. Like small planes to me are like.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh man, I don't know. I just feel like anyone I've talked to that's done it says it's like the most incredible thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. There are plenty of other things I might do before that.
I understand. Have you been on one of those like small private jet things that famous people go on that like normal people like me are like, what's that like?
I have, yeah.
Is it scary? Is it more turbulent?
Yeah. They can be. The smaller, yeah. It's not. It's a tough thing to complain about, but
no, you're not complaining. I'm asking. It's like most people never experience that.
Yeah, no. As far as turbulence goes, it's not a wonderful, smooth. Right.
Can you bring any food you want on?
What's that?
Can you bring any food you want?
Oh yeah.
Heck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll be down for that.
Yeah.
Down for the food thing, but not
Yeah.
like the being in the small plane thing.
And my snacks, you don't have to like awkwardly get up and like check the basket or like awkwardly only take one snack when you really want to take 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like have them all there at your disposal. It's great.
What's the number one quarantine snack been for you?
Wheat thins. Do you
I
guys
don't know
have
what
wheat
that
thins?
is.
They're not like great or anything. I just, for some reason, I'm just going through boxes. It's weird.
Describe it to me.
It's like a little square cracker that's like kind of salty, kind of sweet. Someone in here is going to know what a wheat thin is and think that description was absolutely horrible.
Americans are like yelling at their like phones, like, you idiot, and then you don't know that, stupid Australians.
She's snoring. Can you hear? Can you hear it?
Yes.
It's so subtle. Sorry, I love that.
Nothing about honey is subtle. She snores loudly and she farts really loudly.
Ooh, that's rough.
So rough. Because I'm trying to give her nice food at the moment that she really likes, because I'm like, you know, a good mom. So a bit of tuna, but you know, and we're stuck indoors with her, and she does this thing where it's like, she does a bend that greyhounds do, that it's like, they bend like a cat, like that. And yesterday I was on the couch and she bent in front of me, so her butt was like here. And she
Great. Love that.
And I was like, I feed you. I brush your teeth with my index finger and a plastic. Like, come on, dog.
Awful.
And let's talk about the EP. Are we calling it an EP part 1? Like, is that what we're going for? This part 1 of the project?
Yeah.
Are you excited to have it out into all these people's hands and ears and eyes?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so excited. I've just been listening down to some of the tracks as we finalize the songs. And it's just so crazy. It's so crazy to think how like timeless music can be, in a sense, where, you know, I obviously wrote these songs, oh God, like maybe close to a year ago now.
Yeah, wow.
Which is crazy because, you know, I don't know, sometimes, you know, you obviously move on from that feeling, or you write something else and one becomes irrelevant or whatever it is. And it wasn't like I wrote 100 songs. There were, you know, we were really specific about, you know, ideas and really went in on them and worked on them until we had made something of it, which is why I think I'm so proud of these records, is because I think when you're going through something, at least for me, you know, people always say like, write down what you're feeling, write down what you're thinking, or talk to somebody, whatever it is. Right. And as I was going through this certain time in my life, I really felt like it wouldn't matter what I wrote down, what I told whoever, I was never going to be able to articulate what I was feeling, because it hurt so much. And I'd never experienced anything like that before. And so I thought to myself, there's no way that I'm ever going to get this feeling on paper. Right. And somehow, like, I guess I did write them down anyway. And when it came time to being in the studio, I had enough time to sort of process what I was feeling and think about what I was feeling and put those feelings sort of into words as best I could. That by the time I got into the studio with my amazing team that truly helps bring the best out in me, as far as writing and, you know, working on these songs, I was able to really articulate what I was feeling. So these songs are a true representation of that, and I'm just, I'm super proud of them, and I just am so, again, like I said before, just excited to like get them off of my chest and into the world.
Yeah. And is there a sense of catharsis, like when you go through something so yuck and hard, as we all do? Many of us, you know, we go through it and then we move on. But when you're an artist and you put it into your art, it means that, I mean, some ways you can look at it as rehashing over some things that were hard. In other ways, it's part of the therapy of, you know, getting it out. What's it like for you?
No, it's definitely, it definitely feels like a release once it's done. Although it's in ways, I guess it's never really done, because then it's like you put it out and then you have to perform the song, and then you gotta sing it, and you gotta kind of almost put yourself through it again, which is never easy. But I guess the sense of like like I said, I guess overcoming that sort of process of never thinking I could do it in the first place to doing it, to then putting it out and just like in more ways than one releasing it. It does feel it's just incredibly rewarding and liberating, and yeah.
I
Really
love
cool
it.
feeling.
Well, we can't wait for May. We can't wait to hear it all. And I'm so grateful that you would make time to chat with me and all of your fans all around the world. We just love you, and I think you're the best. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Of course. Thank you. Happy to chat anytime. Thanks for chatting.
Well, don't say it because I'll just keep calling you.
Call me. I'm here, man. I got nothing but time.
Bye, beautiful girl. Stay safe.
See you soon.
All of us.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. Isn't she the absolute best human being in the world? Yes, she is. For all of our new listeners and watchers, you can give us a follow at Ash London Live. We do a radio show 7 nights a week around Australia from 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. You can stream it at ashlondonlive.com. We love you. You are the greatest. And you can catch all of the good bits from that chat tonight on Ash London Live. So be well, stay safe, stay home. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye from everyone. Bye. Love you. You guys are a legend too. And I'm going to end. Mwah.